One of the best ways to create a flexible credit roll that you can easily update and maintain your sanity is to actually use Illustrator files to update your projects. So for example, in this project, I used Illustrator to create this styled layout for my text. That way, if I get any last-second changes, I can make changes to the style or just insert new people, and when I save the changes, they'll automatically update into my After Effects project. The typesetting capabilities in Illustrator are pretty much unparalleled when it comes to this kind of stuff. So what I'll go ahead and do is actually jump to our exercise files. I want to show you how I built this. Let's navigate to the Assets folder. In there, I want you to go to the 06 Text Docs folder. If we double-click on the Surf Zone credits, that'll open up this text document. In here, I've got all my credits. Now, this will work the same regardless if you're using Word or Pages. All you have to do is just select the text, press Command-A to select absolutely everything, and Command-C to copy. That's it. Now, let's go ahead and open our Illustrator document. So I'm going to go to Illustrator, and I want to go up under File and choose New. In Illustrator, we'll start with a new profile. We'll choose Video and Film. And then let's choose a size. I'll click on the pull down and choose HDV HDTV 720. And then all we have to do is increase the height. So here, let's make it 3500. I know that's really large, but that'll work. So when I click OK, now you'll see I have a really large blank document. So to insert my text, all I have to do is grab my text tool and start in the upper left corner here with this wonderful guide, and I can click and drag all the way from the upper left corner down to the lower right corner. And now if I just press Command-V to paste or Control-V on Windows, I could easily grab my direct selection tool here and then change my typeface to anything else. So here I could choose, I don't know, I'll choose Monaco, and then I'll make it much larger, say 72 points, okay? You can format it however you like. Now I've already created an initial style and saved that. So once you do that, you actually have a template. So anytime you paste anything into that new document, it'll automatically have the right size and the right font. So to show you how that works, I'm just going to close this, and we don't need to save it. So if you navigate in your exercise files to the AI folder, the bottom document here is the szcreditroll.ai file. If I double-click to open that, here you'll see if I press Command+ to zoom in, with my direct selection tool selected, if I press the space bar, I can grab my hand tool and reposition. So now, if I just triple click on my text, I can select an individual line of text, or if I press Command-A, I'll actually select absolutely everything once I have some text selected. Then I can just press Command-V and everything's pasted in here. Now to actually create the multi-line format, I'm going to go to my top line of text, click once in front of Rob's name, and I'll press Delete twice to delete the extra information, and I'll press Return. Then if you triple click on any line of text, that'll select it. And if you go up under Window, go down to the Type section here, you want to make sure to activate your character styles. Whenever those pop up, you should see this panel like here. And once the panel's open, all you have to do is click this New Page button down to create a new character style. So if I double-click on the gray area to the right of the character style, I can change the basic character formats. Now here under the formats, let's change the font style to regular and the size to something like 48. Let's name the style and save it. So I'll call this title_style. When I click OK, it's saved. If I triple-click on the next line of type, I can create a new style again, double-click next to character style 2. Let's name this name_style and go to the basic character formats. Let's leave Refrigerator Deluxe bold. Let's change the style up to 60 point. And then to control the space between the name and its title, let's actually change the leading options here. I'll click on that pull down and make it 60 point. Now it's much closer. So when I click OK, I've saved that style. So to edit this throughout the rest of the doc, I'll just click on the next line of text, delete extra space, press Return, and you guessed it, triple click on a line, click once on the style you'd like to apply, and then click one more time to apply it. We'll do the same thing here for the name. Triple click, click once on the name style, and once again to apply it. So I know this seems tedious, but once you're finished, you'll actually have a wonderful document that if you go back and change any of these styles, all the style changes will update back through each individual version. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I don't need to save it. Because if we navigate back to our AI folder and double click on the credit roll styled Illustrator file, you see I've already gone through that whole process. If we open our layers panel here in the lower right, I can delete the black background if I need to, but I just went ahead and imported this because it's solid black. So here, if we jump back to After Effects, you'll notice in my composition, I have my Illustrator file that I've imported. And if we look at the blend mode, it's set to screen, which will automatically knock out any black pixels. So now I'll press P to open the position data, making sure I'm on frame 0, and I'll hold down Shift as I drag on the Y parameter to drag the text off the bottom of the screen. Now I can add a keyframe next to position, and I'll move to the end of my composition here, which is 30 seconds long. I'll hold down Shift and scrub on the Y parameter to have everything scrubbed past our last couple lines here. So now, if I go ahead and preview my animation, you see I've created my credit roll. Now at this point, what you want to do is go ahead and preview your animation by pressing the spacebar. Now, if the text appears to be too jittery, you need to slow down your credit roll. After a couple frames have loaded, you can go ahead and press the spacebar and make sure that it's actually playing back in real time or near real time before you can actually judge whether or not it's too jittery. Just understand, if it's too jittery, make the credit roll take a little bit longer. So as you can see, if you use Illustrator as your external editing document to create and edit the style of your credit rolls, you have an excellent flexible workflow because any changes you made in your Illustrator file will then flow back up into your After Effects project.